The origins of dragons. For thousands of years, across cultures and continents, one creature has haunted the human imagination like no other. A beast of impossible power, of fire and flight, of wisdom and destruction. The dragon. But where did dragons come from? Not in the world of myths, but in our minds. Long before recorded history, humans feared the creatures lurking beyond the firelight. In the oldest cave art, serpentine forms slither among the animals of the hunt. Were these early whispers of the dragon legend? Perhaps the first dragons were born not from imagination, but from bones. When ancient civilizations unearthed the remains of dinosaurs, massive and monstrous, they could only guess at the kind of beasts these belonged to. In China, dragon bones were ground into medicine. In Greece, early scholars mistook them for the remains of titans. The Chinese dragon, long, serpentine, and wise, was different from its fire-breathing Western cousin. It was a bringer of rain, a symbol of power, often tied to emperors and cosmic forces. But its origins may lie in something even older, the Nile crocodile. These massive reptiles, capable of growing over 20 feet long, once roamed as far as the Yellow River. Their presence could have inspired the first tales of river dragons. Meanwhile, in Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, another dragon was taking shape. The Babylonian god Marduk was said to have slain the chaos dragon Tiamat, carving order from her defeated form. This story of a hero battling a great serpent would echo for millennia, appearing in Greek myths like the Battle of Zeus and Typhon, and in medieval legends of knights slaying dragons. In the cold north, the Norse told of Jörmungandr, the world's serpent, so massive it encircled the earth. To the Vikings, dragons were both monsters and omens, their images decorating their warships, striking fear into their enemies. By the Middle Ages, dragons had taken on a new role in Europe, the ultimate villain. In a time of faith and chivalry, dragons became demons to be conquered. St. George, the Christian knight, was said to have slain a terrible dragon, a story that spread across the continent. These dragons were no longer just giant snakes or river spirits. They had wings, they breathed fire, and they guarded hoards of gold. But why gold? Some believe the connection comes from real-life predators like snakes and birds of prey, which guard their nests with fierce determination. Others suggest a more symbolic meaning. Dragons represented greed, the ultimate sin in medieval Europe. From the feathered serpents of Mesoamerica to the thunderous Nagas of India, nearly every culture has its own dragon. But despite their differences, a pattern emerges. Dragons are born where human fears take shape, in the deep, in the sky, in the unknown. To ancient sailors, the ocean was a vast, terrifying mystery. It is no surprise, then, that maps of the time warned, "Here be dragons." Today, we know that the bones our ancestors mistook for dragons belong to long-extinct creatures. But in a way, dragons are real. They live in our stories, our fears, and our dreams. They are the monsters in the dark, the guardians of treasure, the wisdom of the ancients, and the terror of the skies. Born from the unknown, dragons are more than myth. They are the greatest legend ever told.